Why did the koala get the job? Because she had all the necessary qualifications. Hi there, this is Matt Sierra, and this is the very first episode of the program called Get Skills, where we're gonna grow your skills in order to make your life better. And today we're gonna think about the skills related to outsourcing, because there is a great technique, the great strategy, which will make your productivity grow pretty fast if you apply it in your life. And we're gonna call it eliminate, automatize, outsource, and do. So those are the four elements which should be the filter for your incoming tasks. Because we tend, especially we entrepreneurs, we tend to do the things by ourselves. We always want to do the things by ourselves because we're pretty convinced that is the only way to live, to work. Like, we are the best ones to fulfill the tasks. And no one, absolutely no one in the whole world would be as good as us doing the task. That's why we've got a problem, because if we're not outsourcing, if we're not hiring new people, if we're not finding the freelancers to cooperate with, then we're gonna be in trouble, because our competition will not have this kind of problems, which means that they will have a lot more business hours. Because if you work 6, 8, 10 hours per day, even 12, you can work even 12 hours per day. But someone else works only 8, but he has 2 additional people. So he really works 24 hours. And even if his people are worse than him, like they are not as effective, as productive, still he makes 18 hours per day, instead of you working 12 hours. So you work harder, but in fact, you work less. So you're less effective and your competition grows its advantage, which makes it impossible to compete with. So we've got to do something about it. And then that's the solution. The technique of today is the solution for that, because it's pretty easy to implement, because the only thing you have to have is your to-do list. I hope you have one, because if you live without to-do list, then probably you're very ineffective. So if you really want to get productive, then you have to have your to-do list. So let's assume that you have it. You have your great, perfect to-do list for today or tomorrow, and then you check every single task. How you're gonna check it? Well, the first question is, does this particular task really has to be done? What happens if no one does it? Maybe the world will collapse. Maybe there will be zombie apocalypse. Maybe my company will be screwed. If that's the case, then yeah, it should be done. But it's pretty amazing and strange how many times our tasks are not crucial. They are on the list only because someone put them there. And probably this someone was you. Like, you had the idea, you thought that it was an ingenious idea, and you thought, yeah, I have to do it. But of course today I'm running out of time, so I'm gonna put it on my list. And you put it on your list 2 weeks ago, and then still this task is there, ready to be fulfilled. But maybe after those 2 weeks, this task seem irrelevant. Maybe you just look at it and think, okay, but do I really need it? Maybe this particular idea doesn't seem as ingenious today as 2 weeks before. So why not eliminate it? Well, you should. Of course, you shouldn't eliminate all of your tasks, because probably you're gonna be homeless in a year doing so, but you should think really which tasks are there to be fulfilled and which could be ignored, which means deleted, eliminated. So the first question, the first thing to do is eliminate. If the task goes through your filter and the task says, I cannot be eliminated because I'm an important task, I should be done. So then we go to the second step. Your to-do list right now is smaller, maybe 10%, maybe 20% smaller, because you've eliminated a couple of tasks. So now the second question is, couldn't it be automatized? Like, should you really do it manually? There are plenty of the things which can be done by robots, by software, by automated solutions, and there shouldn't be done by human beings. For example, preparing the invoices to your customers. I know a lot of entrepreneurs who fulfill their invoices, who type them manually, or in best case, their workers do it, but still they are losing their time because it is something which should be done automatically. There are a lot of systems which will do it for yourself instead of yourself. So check out all your tasks, thinking about how not to do it again. How, especially if it's something which is gonna be repeated in the future, then you have to think about it. How not to do it manually in the future. Maybe I should buy some piece of software. Maybe I should find out. Maybe I should ask my friends who are also entrepreneurs, for example, what do they use? Hey, Jake, what do you do in order not to prepare the invoices for your customers by yourself? And maybe Jake has got the solution. Of course, Google always has the solutions, all the solutions. But still, if you know someone who solved some kind of a problem and automatized something, then you should ask him or her and implement it yourself. Because doing the things which should be done by robots, by technology, is absurd, is losing time. So you should avoid it. So then you check your list. Of course, maybe some of those tasks which should be automatized are today, they are pretty urgent. So you have to do them manually this time, but you should note it down that the very next task is to create the system which will make it work by itself. So check out your to-do list and put the letter A by every task which should be automatized. Yeah, I like automatization. So that's it. Okay, your to-do list right now is probably even smaller. So let's go. The very next thing to do is think which of the tasks that are left there should be done, but not by you, but by others. Well, there's no point doing the things that you are not interested in, that you are not expert in. And I committed this mistake a lot of times in the past. Like, I was doing everything. Although my main job was to chair the seminars in the past, but I also prepared my web page by myself. I programmed it in PHP and HTML. That was crazy. I answered all the emails from my customers or future customers. I picked up the phone. I did everything, which was pointless because it influenced the quality of my product, of my service in this particular case. Yeah, because if I had to do so many things not related to the quality of my seminar, then I couldn't pass more time preparing my seminars. They still were pretty nice, but they weren't the best in the market. And in order to get a lot of money, to get rich, let's call it this way, you've got to be the best or one of the best in the market. If you're gonna do the stuff that you're not supposed to do, then you're not gonna have enough time to take care of your product or service. So that's gonna be pretty pointless. That's why you should outsource everything that is possible to be outsourced. And probably almost everything is possible to be outsourced. You should outsource all the things that others would do better. So if you're not a graphic designer, you should always outsource preparing the graphics, the images, and so on. Always. You should never do it by yourself. Learning how to, for example, operate with Canva or other Photoshop, because if you're not a graphic designer, then you shouldn't be doing graphic design. It's as simple as that. You should avoid it and pay others to do it. Let others earn money. Don't do everything by yourself, because it doesn't make any sense. So check out your to-do list and put there the letter O like outsource, or D like delegate, as you wish, as you prefer. I prefer outsource, in order to know which tasks you should outsource. Of course, I know if you're a noob, a beginner, if you're beginning your enterprise, your company, then maybe you don't have a lot of money. So it's not possible to outsource many things, but you should outsource at least something in order to learn how to outsource, because it's a skill. It's a skill that has to be learned, and learned means two things. First is how to outsource, how to explain the tasks in order for them to understand them, to get the point, and so on. But there's also the second thing, the second parameter, which is learn how to do it psychologically. Yeah, so learn how to let go. Like, okay, I will send this task to others and let them do their job. And I know that from time to time they will screw it. I know that from time to time I will be pretty disappointed by the result of their work, but still, it's always worth it. Always. Because I will never have enough time to do all the tasks. So I have to outsource them, accepting the fact that from time to time they will do it really worse than I would do them. But no matter, because they will save you a lot of time. Okay, so check out your to-do list and put O like outsource. And then, and only then, after you put all your tasks through those three filters, yeah, what could be deleted, what could be eliminated, then if it couldn't be eliminated, then maybe it could be automatized. If it couldn't be automatized, then maybe someone else could do it for you. And only if it's not something that should be done by someone else, like for example, this recording shouldn't be done by someone else, because it's my program. I like recording it. I like practicing languages, doing a couple of programs in a couple of foreign languages. So it's fun for me, and that's something I want to do. That's why I don't outsource it. But then I'm gonna outsource a lot of things, like editing this video, preparing the thumbnails, uploading it, and so many other things that are not supposed to be done by me. So only then, when you've got things that have to be, but really have to be done by you, because you're the expert, or the things that you like doing, because sometimes some things in your company or in your project could be done by others, but you love doing them. Yeah, so that's your passion, that's something you care about, and that's something that you really enjoy doing. Then why to outsource them? There's no point. So then you should do them yourself. Yeah, so you have to do the things that you're good at and the things that you love doing, and that's it. So let's resume. You should take, and you should do it every single day, yeah? Because if you do it once, then you're gonna forget the whole strategy in 2 days, so it would be pointless. You should use this strategy every single day in order to get the appropriate way of thinking. Yeah, so every single day you check out your to-do list, and then you put the letters like E, eliminate. If it's possible, if it's appropriate, eliminate. Then A, automatize. Maybe you should buy something, some kind of software or something in order not to do it anymore, especially that when it's something which is gonna be repeated in the future. Then O, like outsource, and then and only then D means do it yourself. And that's it. This way you're gonna save a lot of time and you're gonna create this entrepreneurial mind, because you're gonna think in the terms that some things shouldn't be done, those things which are not as important should just be avoided. Then I have to invest in some kind of systems in order not to waste my time, and then I should share my money with others who are better in particular tasks. And only then I should do some things, but not working 12 or 16 hours per day, because it's inefficient and it's not gonna get you to the point. What's gonna get you to the point is organizing your job, your work in the way which is the most productive. And the today's technique is the way to do it. Thanks for watching. Give me a like, give me a subscription, and see you every week. So we see each other the very next week. And remember about the bonus video which you can download below this video. Thanks for watching and see you next week.